In this vast and curious world, stories are hidden in the most unexpected places. From quirky science, odd human habits, and mind-bending natural phenomena, these facts challenge what we thought we knew about our surroundings and about ourselves. So sit back, stay curious, and join us on this fascinating journey into the bizarre and captivating corners of our reality. Welcome to Facts Intrigue, bizarre and fascinating facts, secrets you never knew about our world. Let's start with my favorite subject in the entire world and something that brings much happiness to our lives: dogs. Humanity's best and pickiest friend. Dogs, man's best friend, have now claimed an even greater title: humanity's relationship gatekeepers. A Rover.com study conducted over 3 years reveals that 54% of dog owners will end a romantic relationship if their dog dislikes their partner. You heard that right. To over half of us, a disapproving wag of a tail is a deal breaker. Add to this, 94% of dog owners consider their pets as family members. And when it comes to milestones like birthdays, engagements, or even first dates, dogs are included 78% of the time. Some dog lovers even swap flowers for treats when meeting someone for the first time. If that doesn't prove their influence, what will? It seems dogs haven't just evolved alongside humans, they've found a way to shape our very lives. How many of you agree? Let us know in the comments below. Have you ever kicked someone to the curb because they didn't get along with your pet? I have to admit, I've always lived by the mantra, love me, love my dog. It's as simple as that. And let's be real, if a love interest ever asks you to choose between them and your fur baby, trust me, keep the dog and let go of the love interest. Dogs are renowned for their loyalty, often surpassing that of any human. What's more, their incredible sense of intuition and ability to read body language allows them to detect when someone might not have your best interests at heart. Studies show that dogs are highly attuned to human emotions and can pick up on subtle cues, like nervousness or aggression, that we may overlook. It's no wonder they're often said to sense things we can't. So remember that if you are ever asked to make a choice, it's me or the dog. What will your answer be? For us, our fur babies aren't just pets, they're family. And honestly, if someone doesn't understand that, then maybe they don't belong in your pack. While our furry companions may hold a special place in our hearts, the mysteries of the universe hold an equally captivating allure. From the wag of a tail to the pull of lunar gravity, let's venture beyond Earth to explore an astonishing fact about our closest celestial neighbor, the Moon. And trust me, this one will shake up how you see the night sky. The Moon has quakes, and scientists say we're part of the problem. The Apollo missions didn't just bring back moon rocks, they left a few surprises of their own. In addition to flags and footprints, astronauts placed seismometers to study the Moon's activity. What they found was astonishing. The Moon experiences quakes, similar to earthquakes but eerily silent in the vacuum of space. There are 4 types of moonquakes: shallow, deep, thermal, and meteorite impacts. But here's the twist. Some quakes originate not from the Moon, but from the landers we left behind. When the sun heats up the lunar lander bases, they expand and trigger small seismic tremors. Imagine a celestial body quivering because of a machine left there decades ago. It's an eerie reminder of the traces humanity leaves behind, even in the cosmos. My question is, how were they able to determine it was the lunar lander bases that caused the issue? To scientists, the discovery of moonquakes were a celestial surprise. The Moon, so serene and unchanging to the naked eye, has its share of seismic activity. These are not earthquakes, of course, but moonquakes. You know why. Moonquakes happen on the Moon, and earthquakes happen on Earth. Hence the name earthquakes. So, when Apollo astronauts left behind seismometers during their missions, they inadvertently gave us a glimpse into the Moon's restless nature. These tremors, distinct from the natural seismic activity, provided an eerie reminder of our presence on the lunar surface. This phenomenon highlights the delicate balance of the Moon's environment and how even the smallest human-made objects can create ripples in its stillness. These findings are not just fascinating, they're crucial as we prepare for future lunar exploration, offering lessons in how our equipment interacts with extraterrestrial environments. Now, this one may surprise many of you. The surprising origins of the Pledge of Allegiance. The Pledge of Allegiance, revered by millions as a cornerstone of American patriotism, has an origin story that may surprise you. Today, it is still recited in many schools, at public events, and in government proceedings. But did you know that its creation was not originally rooted in patriotism or governance? Instead, it actually began as a clever marketing strategy. How many of you knew that? Let us know in the comments below. Oh, and by the way, if you have not already subscribed, would you take a moment and subscribe to our channel and like our channel by clicking on the thumbs up? This kind of engagement lets YouTube know that our channel has value and will help us reach more viewers. Thank you. Okay, now let's continue. The year was 1892, and Francis Bellamy, a Baptist minister and Christian socialist, was working for a children's magazine called Youth's Companion. The publication sought to boost sales by aligning itself with the 400th anniversary of Christopher Columbus's arrival in the Americas. Bellamy, tasked with writing a pledge, aimed to craft something simple yet profound, a vow that could unite school children in a shared sense of national pride. His original version read,
I pledge allegiance to my flag and the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notice anything missing? The words under God and of the United States of America were absent from the original version. Bellamy's intent was for the pledge to be universal, applicable to immigrants and citizens alike, regardless of their specific country of origin. The pledge quickly gained popularity and was officially adopted by schools nationwide. However, as America evolved, so did the wording. In 1923, concerns about immigrants' allegiances led to the phrase, my flag, being changed to the flag of the United States of America. Then, in 1954, during the Cold War and the rise of anti-communist sentiment, President Dwight D. Eisenhower approved the addition of the words under God, reflecting the era's emphasis on religious morality as a counterpoint to atheistic communism.
The Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The transformation of the pledge from a children's magazine marketing tool to a symbol of American identity mirrors the country's broader social and political shifts. What started as a simple phrase to inspire school children has evolved into a deeply ingrained national tradition, one that sparks both unity and occasionally debate. So, the next time you recite the pledge, remember its unexpected origins, a testament to how even the simplest ideas can grow into symbols of something far greater. Well, this next one is rather weird. Airplane food. It actually turns out it's not just bad luck. Airplane food has an infamously bad reputation, but science tells us the culprit isn't just the airlines, it's the altitude. At 30,000 feet, low pressure and dry cabin air affect our taste buds. According to a 2010 study by Germany's Fraunhofer Institute, our ability to taste sweet and salty foods decreases by 30%. To make matters worse, our sense of smell is dulled, making the dining experience even less appealing. The companies that create these meals for the airlines try to take this into consideration by adding more seasoning to its food to try and curtail this effect a bit, but I am not sure it works. For those of you who fly, what do you think? Have you noticed a difference in the way food tastes when flying? Let us know in the comments below. So, keep this in mind next time you turn up your nose at that airline meal. Know this, it's not the food, it's you. The power and danger of a sneeze. Seriously? Well, we're gonna find out. Have you ever sneezed while driving? It seems harmless, until you realize that at 60 miles per hour, your eyes are closed for 50 feet. In a study from England, sneezing while driving caused over 20,100 accidents each week. Extrapolate that to the US, where roads are longer and cars are more abundant, and the numbers become staggering. Sneezing, an innocent bodily reflex, capable of turning a car into a missile. It's one more reason to pull over when that tickle hits your nose. Okay, this one is disgusting. Bug poop in candy? The sticky truth. Sorry, sweet tooth lovers. That shiny coating on your favorite candy, it's not magic, it's bug secretions. Shellac, also known as confectioner's glaze, comes from the lac bug. Female lac bugs secrete a resin which is scraped off trees, refined, and used to create that glossy finish on candies like jelly beans and candy corn. Now that you know this, will you continue to eat your favorite candy? So, the next time you enjoy that handful of sweets, just remember you're eating bug poop. And you probably like it. Now, this is something you don't hear much about together. Mammoths and the pyramids. Did you know mammoths lived alongside the pyramids? Picture this, the Great Pyramid of Giza, rising in the desert sands of ancient Egypt. Now imagine a woolly mammoth roaming nearby. It sounds absurd, but it's true. While most mammoths went extinct 10,000 years ago, a small population survived on Russia's Wrangel Island until just 4,000 years ago, around the same time the pyramids were being built. These massive beasts, once rulers of the Ice Age, were still walking the earth as humans built wonders that would stand the test of time. The human body literally glows. What? Imagine this. Every human being emits a subtle light, a soft glow that radiates from within us. While it might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, this phenomenon is very real, although it's entirely invisible to the naked eye. In 2009, researchers in Japan discovered that the human body emits a faint visible light, known scientifically as bioluminescence. Using an ultra-sensitive camera, they were able to capture this glow for the first time. The light isn't intense enough for our eyes to detect, as it's about 1,000 times dimmer than what the human eye can typically perceive. However, under the right conditions, this subtle radiance reveals an entirely new dimension to how we see ourselves. The glow isn't uniform. It fluctuates throughout the day, with the lowest levels of luminescence occurring in the morning and the highest levels in the late afternoon. Researchers believe this daily rhythm is tied to our metabolic cycles. Metabolism generates free radicals as a byproduct of energy production, and when these molecules interact with lipids and proteins in our skin, they emit photons, creating this fascinating effect. Interestingly, our faces emit more light than the rest of our bodies. Why? One theory is that the face has a higher concentration of metabolic activity, particularly around areas rich in sweat glands and sebaceous glands. These glands contribute to lipid production, making the skin more prone to photon emissions. Though bioluminescence in humans is subtle, it has a profound link to the natural world. Many creatures, such as fireflies and jellyfish, use bioluminescence for survival, whether to attract mates or deter predators. While humans don't use our faint glow for such purposes, it's a reminder of our deep connection to the biological marvels of life on Earth. What makes this discovery even more captivating is its potential for future applications. Scientists are exploring how measuring this light might one day provide insights into human health. Since the intensity and patterns of the glow are linked to metabolic activity, it could serve as a non-invasive diagnostic tool for detecting diseases, monitoring stress, or even evaluating fitness levels. So the next time someone tells you that you're glowing, take it as more than just a compliment. It's science. It's a humbling and awe-inspiring reminder that our bodies, in their own quiet way, are constantly radiating light and life. Next on our list is the amazing jellyfish, the immortal creatures. These creatures are so amazing that we could do an entire video just on the jellyfish. Jellyfish have long been a source of fascination for scientists and nature enthusiasts alike. These enigmatic creatures come in an astonishing variety of shapes, sizes, and colors, ranging from barely visible to over 7 feet in diameter. They possess unique features that make them unlike any other marine life, such as their pulsating movements and stinging cells. But the most remarkable thing about jellyfish may not be their appearance. It's their seeming ability to defy death. The species Turritopsis dohrnii, often referred to as the immortal jellyfish, has captured the imagination of researchers and the public alike. This small, transparent creature, no bigger than the tip of a pinky finger, has a unique survival mechanism that sets it apart from any other known animal: the ability to revert to an earlier stage of its life cycle. Essentially, when faced with extreme stress, injury, or starvation, this jellyfish can transform its adult cells into juvenile cells, effectively starting its life cycle anew. This incredible process, known as transdifferentiation, is not just a reversal of aging, it's a biological restart. The jellyfish goes from its adult medusa stage back to its earlier polyp stage, where it can grow and mature once again. Theoretically, this process can continue indefinitely, allowing Turritopsis dohrnii to evade death from aging. But don't get too excited about immortality just yet. While this jellyfish can avoid the ravages of time, it's not invincible. Many are still eaten by predators, succumb to disease, or face other dangers in the ocean. However, the fact that they have this remarkable ability at all has profound implications for scientific research, particularly in understanding aging and cellular regeneration. In addition to their immortality, jellyfish are astonishing creatures in other ways. They've existed for over 500 million years, making them one of the oldest living species on Earth. They predate dinosaurs and have survived multiple mass extinctions. With no brains, hearts, or even blood, jellyfish rely on a simple nerve net to sense their environment and control their movements. Some species, like the venomous Irukandji jellyfish of Australia, are deadly, with stings that can cause excruciating pain and even death in humans. Others, like the massive Nomura's jellyfish, which can weigh up to 450 pounds, are awe-inspiring due to their sheer size. Despite their beauty and biological marvels, jellyfish are also a growing concern in certain parts of the world. Climate change, overfishing, and ocean pollution have contributed to jellyfish blooms. Large gatherings of these creatures that can disrupt marine ecosystems, damage fishing equipment, and even clog power plant intakes. So while the immortal jellyfish might hold the key to unraveling the mysteries of aging and regeneration, jellyfish as a whole remind us of the ocean's delicate balance. They're survivors, thriving in conditions that might spell doom for other creatures, and their story is as much about resilience as it is about wonder. It's a glowing testament, sometimes literally, to the incredible adaptability of life on Earth. Speaking of fascinating creatures, jellyfish are just one of the countless wonders that make up the intricate web of life on Earth. But have you ever stopped to think about just how many species we share this planet with? From the depths of the oceans to the peaks of mountains, Earth is a living, breathing mosaic of diversity. Let's dive into the astonishing numbers behind our planet's incredible variety of life. A world of diversity. Just how many species are we sharing the planet with? Earth is a planet teeming with life, from the tallest trees to the tiniest microbes. While we've made incredible strides in cataloging its inhabitants, the true scope of Earth's biodiversity remains one of science's most tantalizing mysteries. Early estimates, like a 2011 study published in the Journal of PLS Biology, suggested Earth is home to approximately 8.7 million species of plants, animals, fungi, and other organisms. However, recent research has expanded this number dramatically, especially when accounting for microorganisms. A 2016 study proposed that Earth could harbor as many as 1 trillion species, with the overwhelming majority being microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. This estimate underscores how little we know about the microscopic world that thrives around and within us. Even among macroorganisms, millions of species remain undiscovered, hidden in remote corners of rainforests, oceans, and even deep within the soil. Yet not all studies agree on the scale. In 2019, another analysis suggested that the number of bacterial species might be far smaller than initially thought, estimating between 0.8 and 1.6 million. These debates reflect the incredible complexity of life on Earth and the challenges of quantifying it. Of the species we have described, nearly 80% have yet to be fully studied, leaving an open field for discoveries that could change our understanding of evolution, ecosystems, and even medicine. This lack of consensus highlights an important truth. Earth's biodiversity is vast, varied, and humbling. As scientists continue to explore and document life on our planet, each new discovery reminds us of how much more there is to learn.